What's up, guys? It's AttackonSamurott, and here is another not Showdown, another Pokemon Sun and Moon, a Wi-Fi battle for you guys. So, this is Wi-Fi battle number 13 on the channel, and we are going against an old friend. We're going against SneakyAccelgor. He goes by Homie in his for his in-game name. But Sneaky and I, we met through the OBA, the Mega Battle Association, which I did participate in for the last three seasons, and yeah, he's been there participating in it, along with like Brad, Mew, Kingdra, all of them. So I asked for a battle, and he was willing to accept it. And yeah, so this is his team. He's got a Raikou, Empoleon, Weezing, a Mega Houndoom actually, a Scavalier, and he has Terrakion. By the way, this game was supposed to be OU. So his team, and actually at the point where I had this battle, the only mon on his team that was OU was Mega Houndoom at the time. But because of the tier changes, Mega Houndoom is UU, so yeah. But anyways, we had the battle, and yeah, so this is my team. So my team, this is a new team, but it's only gonna be a one-time team, because I don't know, I just kind of stopped using it like right after I had this battle. But this is a little bit of a, it's kind of a, I wouldn't say it's a gimmick team, but it kind of is. But I'll just go off the team. So we have Tai Chi, the Mienshao. Holding the choice band. With knockoff. Being a Jolly, max attack, max speed. With knockoff, U-turn, high jump kick, and rock slide. Then next we have Fortress. I forgot the nickname I gave it. Being a max defense. I think relaxed nature. With the moves Spike, Volt Switch, Stealth Rock, and I think I gave it Toxic. I don't remember. I think I did. I think I gave it no, Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin was the last move. Next we have Shinigami, Gengar, being Focus Sash, max speed, max special attack, timid nature, with the moves Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Sledge Bomb, and Will-O-Wisp. Next we have Fluffy, our Whimsicott. Actually used that actually had a Whimsicott last season in the OBA, and it put in some work for me, but with the moves Tailwind, Taunt, actually being max H, I think it was max HP, max speed, or it was it was max special attack, max speed, timid nature, with the moves Tailwind, Taunt, Leech Seed, and Moonblast. Holding the eject button. Next we have Trackstar, our Mega Garchomp, with the moves Earthquake, Outrage, Fire Blast, and Rock Slide. And lastly we have Sticks and Stones, our Tyranitar, being especially defensive, Careful Nature, with the moves Stealth Rock, Crunch, Rock Slide, I think. No, wait. It was Crunch. I think I gave it Rock Slide. I'm trying to remember. This is embarrassing. Oh no. Okay, wait. No, I gave it no, Fortress has Stealth Rocks. You can tell this has been a while. This has been a while since I brought up this team. But it had Crunch, Earthquake, a Rock move, and Roar for phasing. So basically this whole team focuses around Mega Garchomp, our track star, with Tailwind support plus Sand, really makes Garchomp a threat. Really makes Mega Garchomp a threatening mon. Because Garchomp is kind of slow. You want to have some kind of like, you want to have this mon be able to at least get a speed boost, that way I can actually put in some work. Because once Mega Garchomp gets some kind of speed plus sand, it's just gonna wreck house, especially with the hazard setup I have on the team, and plus with Tai Chi breaking walls, since Bandit Mienshao hits really hard. So being able to break down walls plus with the setup really just makes Garchomp more threatening. So yeah, you're gonna see what I mean in this battle. So before we get into this battle, I know it took me almost 5 minutes, more than 5 minutes to explain this whole team, but if you guys are still with me, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more of my Pokemon content, as well as my newer content coming to the channel. So yeah, let's get this game started. Oh yeah, by the way, as I'm recording this, it's actually Father's Day, so yeah, probably when you guys see this, it'll be Monday, but I hope you guys did have a good Father's Day, and you gave your father something, or any kind of father figure. But we're gonna start off this game with our Tai Chi, and Sneaky's gonna start off with Raikou. So right here, I go for the U-turn, and I actually outsped his Raikou. So I was actually really surprised by that. Even though I am jolly, but I was really surprised because Raikou is, a really fast mon, being 110, and Tai Chi is 105. So I thought that his Raikou would outspeed, but luckily I outsped. So I bring in Garchomp, take the Volt Switch, come into a 6-inch zones on the to see if he wasn't Specs or Scarf, but he wasn't, because he actually switched out and he went right into Weezing. So Weezing's gonna come in, and Weezing's gonna be a little bit annoying, just because of the fact that Weezing is his only ground type immunity on the team. So he's gonna switch out Weezing, gonna bring in Terrakion, which was, I think he predicted me to switch out, but okay, it was Celtor, that's what it was. So I get my rocks up on the Terrakion switching, which is good because that's really gonna wear down his Houndoom later on, and plus he doesn't have any way to get rid of hazards either. So I'm gonna bring in Fortress right here as he goes for a Stone Edge, but unfortunately for Sneaky, he missed. So he's gonna switch out Terrakion. I'm gonna go into Empoleon, and right here I actually set up more hazards. I'm gonna set up another layer. I'm gonna set up a layer of spikes. As Sneaky's also gonna set up his layers with his Empoleon and gonna get up some Stealth Rock. So he's also gonna show off the lefties. So that told me that his Empoleon was some kind of defensive set. But he is gonna get the rocks up, which is gonna break Fortress's sturdy. But yeah, so I'm gonna Volt Switch out, gonna get a little bit of chip damage on Empoleon, and right here I am going to bring in Tai Chi. Now honestly, this play I was thinking about just going for the high jump kick, but then I thought, okay, maybe, because again, this is Tai Chi being banded, I could just high jump kick anything, but I think I really wanted to scout out for anything, so I just went for the U-turn. I just went for the U-turn, get a little bit more damage on the Empoleon. I think I wanted to bring Terrakion back. No, I wanted to bring Trackstar in here, and I think I wanted to get the Mega off, something like that. But he's actually gonna go for the Roar right here, which was a good play. So that told me that his Empoleon was a phasing kind of Empoleon, to try and chip more, to try and get more damage off. And like switch between my mons and such. So that was a good play on his part, on that for that Roar play. But I'm gonna go for the Earthquake, and Earthquake is actually gonna do a good amount of damage to the Empoleon. Not gonna take it out because my 6-inch stones isn't fully offensive, but Scald is gonna hit, and Skull's gonna do a good amount of damage back to me, even though I am especially defensive. And luckily I don't get the burn. And luckily for me I don't get burned, but unluckily for Sneaky he doesn't get the burn. So he's gonna switch out Empoleon. I'm gonna go into Weezing, predicting another Earthquake, which I did go for because I thought at this point maybe he could sack Empoleon and bring Terrakion in, and that will force me out. But yeah, Sand's gonna go away. And right here I switch and I go into Shinigami, because Shinigami was my only way of actually doing a lot of damage to the Weezing. So I am gonna lose my Sash right here. He goes for the Sludge Bomb. So I was actually pretty surprised by that play. I thought he would have went for the Will-O-Wisp on the on my T-Tar, but he didn't. So what that means is that I can get some damage off on whatever comes in, and he actually brings in the Houndoom, predicting my Shadow Ball. So that was actually a pretty risky play on a Sneaky's part, because if I had gone Sludge Bomb, then Houndoom would have dropped right there. But still, he played his role, and he got the role he wanted. So yeah, so I get off a decent amount of damage on the Houndoom with Shadow Ball, but again, doesn't take it out. So he's gonna Mega Evolve right here, and yeah, you know, speaking of Mega Houndoom, I haven't used that Mon in a long time. I want to bring that Mon back to the channel. You guys remember that one Black Kyurem team I had with Mega Houndoom? I might bring that back. I don't know, but he's gonna go for the Fire Blast. He misses it the first time, but lands it the second time, and my Fortress drops, which is fine because that gives me a free switch in back into. That gives me a switch in back into 6-inch zones, and I think right here. He actually switched. I feel like he switched. But oh wait, no. He just went for the Dark Pulse, and I think he was trying to get a flinch. But unfortunately for him, he doesn't get the flinch. I roar him out, and what that means is that Houndoom is officially gone because of all the hazards up on his side of the field. So this is pretty good for me. But again, at this point, the game is slowly winding down. He doesn't really have too much to really do because of all the hazards up. So he's gonna go back into Weezing, as I actually predict him. I predicted that he would predict me to go Earthquake, but I went for the Crunch instead to get more damage off on Weezing. So Weezing is able to eat that because that Weezing is physically defensive, so it can eat physical hits for days. Used to see Weezing a lot, but now you don't really see it that much. At least not in the higher tiers. You probably would see it in the in NU and such. But I'm gonna bring Shinigami on the switch in, and he's gonna go for Sludge Bomb again, which again is telling me that he does not have Will-O-Wisp. So right here, I actually decided to go for the Will-O-Wisp of my own, predicting. I wanted to get damage off on Weezing anyway, and also I was predicting him to maybe go into a Scavalier or something, which he did go into a Scavalier. So I'm able to get off a I was able to get off a Will-O-Wisp on the incoming Scavalier. So a pretty good play on my part. But I think actually this Will-O-Wisp play, it was either for him to go into a Scavalier or Terrakion. Yeah, so I'm gonna switch out Shinigami, and I'm going to go into Trackstar. Didn't know what he was gonna do, but I knew that whatever he did wouldn't do that much to my Trackstar. He actually goes for the knockoff, which is not gonna be very favorable for Sneaky, because he does knock off an item. He realizes that I'm Mega at this point. He's gonna switch out, and he's gonna go into Weezing. So right here, I actually went for the Fire Blast as I Mega. Which is actually going to do a little bit more. Which is actually going to do a good amount of damage because of the Sand Force. So, yes, I'm going to get off that huge Mega. Going to evolve. Get a Mega Evolve and, become an even OP'er Trackstar. So, I go for the Fire Blast, and Fire Blast is going to do a decent amount, but not going to take out the Weezing. But a Rock Slide will finish off the Weezing right here. I didn't want to go for Outrage or anything because I didn't want to get locked into it. And plus Rock Slide had a higher accuracy than Fire Blast, so I just decided to risk it and go for the Rock Slide. So Raikou comes in, and I had a feeling that, okay, he's gonna go for the Hidden Power Ice. So what I have to do here is I have to sack something. So the best thing that I felt like I could sack was Shinigami. So I'm gonna go into Shinigami and just sack it right here. Because again, this told me that, oh, okay, his Raikou is probably like Specs or something, the way he brought it in. Or maybe it could have been Choice Scarf, one of the two, but I think he was more than likely Specs. But Shinigami is going to drop right here, and because Shinigami does not have Levitate but has Curse Body, hidden power gets disabled, and he pretty much has to either switch or just stay in it and sack his Raikou. So I bring in T-Tar because I want to get the sand back up for Garchomp. For Trackstar. As I actually thought he would switch, but he actually stays in and is just gonna sack his Raikou, which was a pretty smart play because that allows him to bring in Terrakion later on. To bring in Terrakion for free. So good play on his part for doing that. Really thought it was weird at the moment, but but unfortunately he did struggle me into my back into Whimsicott. So really thought again that he would switch, but because of that I lose my eject button on Fluffy, and yeah, so T-Tar comes in and pretty much I have to sack T-Tar now. So he brings in Terrakion, like I said, brings it in for free at this point. Terrakion is pretty much his only way of being able to get off a close enough game, I guess, because with hazards up there's really not much that Houndoom can do, and plus I forgot what his last one was. I think his last one was Empoleon, so I think Empoleon will just drop to hazards on the switch-in. So I bring Fluffy in, and at this point I'm just ready for Garchomp, for Trackstar to just put in that work and just finish off the team. Just gonna switch in Terrakion, and he's gonna go into a Scavalier. Again, a Scavalier can't really do anything at this point. Just gonna slowly get whittled down bit by bit. I go for the Tailwind, and now Garchomp is pretty much able to finish off this. Is pretty much gonna be able to finish off this game with a couple Fire Blasts here and there and an Earthquake right there. So yep. So I'm gonna switch this Mon out and gonna bring Trackstar back in, just in case whatever move he would go for. I really thought he would go like Iron Head or something, but he actually just went Knockoff again. Don't know why he went Knockoff again, but anyways, I'm gonna finish off this Scavalier with an Earthquake, and pretty much again Houndoom is gonna drop to hazards, so there's really not much you can do at this point. He pretty much has to try and get a crit with his Terrakion, but Empoleon comes back in. Earthquake is gonna finish that off. So yeah, there goes the Empoleon. So Empoleon is gone, and I think he brought in Terrakion first, or he brought in the Houndoom first. I don't remember which one he brought in, but Tailwind's gonna peter out. So what that means is that Terrakion can outspeed me, since Terrakion is definitely faster than Mega Garchomp, even regular Chomp. Yeah, Houndoom's gonna drop. In comes Terrakion, and at this point I was a little afraid because I didn't know what kind of Terrakion he was. I didn't know if he was Scarfed or Banded. He could have been like Fighting Z or something. I would have been afraid of that, but he goes for the close combat. It's not gonna finish me off, and he is gonna get those debuffs. But Earthquake is going to be enough to finish off that Terrakion, and that is going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, if you guys want to see more of this team, you guys can let me know in the comments. Again, really like using this team, but I just kind of stopped using it. But if you guys do want me to bring it back, I will be willing to do that. Again, really like this team, so yeah. So I don't really have anything else to say, I guess. But I hope you guys, have a, oh crap. See, I always suck at ending the video. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you all have a good one. So, yeah, I will see you guys in the next Sun and Moon Wi-Fi-Battle / Nuzlocke / other games / whatever. Alright, see you.